protests in New York City. Thousands of protesters are here. They have been marching across the city for a few hours now. Behind me, you can see some of them. They're carrying placards, they're carrying flags of Lebanon as well as the Palestinian flag. They have come from across sections of society. I've seen students, I've seen senior citizens, I have seen members of the Jewish community. They are protesting the staggering death toll in Gaza and now Lebanon. They're also deeply critical of the role of the United States, the diplomatic and financial support of Israel. Now, security in the city has been tightened. There are cops everywhere working besides protesters, making sure protests remain peaceful. They're also guarding religious sites like synagogues. Remember, New York is home to about 1 million Jews. That's the largest community of Jewish people outside Israel. It's also home to 3,000 Palestinians.
Yeah, I mean, what happened on October 7th was very devastating. I don't think anyone here would say that that's not true. But at the end of the day, when we look at proportions and we look at how many Palestinians have been murdered unjustifiably.
There are also several vigils that are taking place in New York City. Many of them are in synagogues. This one is out in public. It is remembering the many lives lost. The 1,200 Israelis who were murdered on October 7th. The hostages who are either still in Gaza or were murdered in captivity. They're also equally remembering the tens of thousands of people who have died since then in the war that Israel has waged on Gaza and now in Lebanon. When I spoke to people here, they say they're here for peace. They want a political and diplomatic solution. They want coexistence of Israelis and Palestinians.
That the future of the Jewish people and the future of the Palestinian people are connected. Our future, our safety are intertwined, and we have to start to understand that and really live that out in order to get past the narrative that at least I was taught, which is that those two things are actually at odds.
Now remember, we are just weeks away from the presidential elections. This war has been a major point of conversation and polarization in American society. Politically, we've seen a big divide. Republicans firmly in Israel's corner. There has been growing pressure within the Democratic Party, though, to take a tougher stand on Israel. Greater pressure on the Biden administration to get that ceasefire deal. As far as the American people, while latest polls show that an increasing number of Americans support a diplomatic solution to the war.